Guys, Gordon, today we're putting together a Tyco A case. We have a standard 12 and two 6 flats in here. I'm going to show you something about these Tyco cases. Number one, always put that on first. That has to be first. But then on these things, these clamps, you're going to want to put some B-sealing tape around the end of this, because you clamp this in there, you can see those little jaws. If you're not really careful about padding that up, you could actually put those jaws right into that blue buffer tube. So you always want to be careful of that. And then I also will wrap these two together with some B-sealing tape between them and make it bigger so it clamps in there better. These little things here, make sure you put those in first before you clamp your wire in. Those come loose, they just slip in and out. They go in that little hole there and slip in. Anyway, I guess we'll be back. Alright, we got everything connected here. I'm going to put the sealing boot on in a minute. But I just want to show you why I hate Tycos. There's no room to do anything here. So your strength members are basically 1.5 inches long to get into there, which leaves everything just so damn tight. And I had to use a Tyco because the vault the construction crew put in is too small for a Dome 17. So I'm using a Tyco, which God, I hate Tycos. Anyway, yeah, so far I'm into this maybe a half hour, and that's all as far as I've got. I hate Tycos. Anyway, let's put that sealer thing on. All right, for any of you that have never put together a Tyco fucking case, a Tyco case, always wrap your fibers when you're putting it together. Wrap your fibers up in that tray. You'll thank me for that later. Always wrap them up, then put the thing back on it, because as you're moving this stuff around, it's really easy to kink one of those tubes or break, totally just smash it. So wrap that stuff up so it doesn't get caught on nothing, because putting this thing together is sometimes a pain in the butt. Okay, 4 or 5 minutes later, I got it finally in there. Got that in there. It's just Tycos, what a piece of crap. Anyways, that's how it's going to look. I got my fibers going in the tray while I'm putting this thing together, because you will break them. Now I just got to tighten this here, give my bobber up, and that will tighten up that waterproofing system here. So yeah, so far I'm into this probably 45 minutes just trying to put this case together. Hate them. Okay, I'm finally ready to splice this thing. I got my fibers coming in and out of the main cables there, going in, looping one time in the tray, coming back. So I got my CO on this side coming in, looping around the bottom of the tray, coming out here, and then it loops around the back of this stanchion. So the only way you're going to be able to work on this later is to prop this up. I mean, if it was multiple trays, you'd have to pop one, have to work underneath it. So anyway, these wrap around behind it to give you excess future boo-boo splice. So that's kind of what she looks like. Okay guys, I am now getting ready to put this together. I don't know if I told you guys earlier, but the top of these Tycos, that arrow at the top of this thing, that has to be at the top of the case to line everything up on the inside so everything fits. That arrow has to be on top. Another tech hit for you. These little black holders actually come out of the Coyote domes. If you have any spares, save them, because when you're doing these, which doesn't come with anything but those stupid things, it's a good way to launder your stuff while you're splicing it so nothing gets tangled up. Use those. And then when you get up there, you get close, take them out of those, wrap everything up, get it clean, have those sitting like over here, and then just transfer them. You'll have a much better result with laundering the fibers in. Alright, I'm all done with this. Just need to button it back up, but you can see how I will say the Tyco trays are pretty clean. The way you launder all one side, blah blah blah. Like I said, I've shown you guys how I like to do the actual covering right down, everything in there, so if somebody comes in here later on a repair chasing a problem, they don't have to have a print of the job. It's right here on the case. Anyway, this took me about 2 hours from start to finish because of the Tyco. Probably could have done it a little bit quicker with a dome, but I had to use Tyco because it's the only thing that's going to fit in the vault. This is a Tyco A. Anyway, button it up. This one's done. Also on the outside lid, the two arrows have to line up to close the lid.